in the fundamental acceptance of the idea that as teachers of this Course in Miracles, based on a procedure beginning initially with recognition of a continuing new correspondence we are finding with each other, we are at points, let's look at it together now, within our teacher's manual, where there is no question in our individual conceptual mind-body identities that we are going to make application, listen, of the possibility of instantaneous recognition of the truth of what we are within the entirety of a new formulation of our minds, in which we have been successful within the curriculum of the procedures of our own body formulation of mind to recognize what? The totality of our mind within the faculty we have about ourselves. In that sense, it's a complete alteration of the definition that we had about ourselves in ideas of the perspective of space-time location, in which, here we practice, as we look at each other, the manner of the circular provision of light formulation of our mind is giving us a brighter particular of identities that make no attempt to exclude emotional evaluation of our body form. I'm called the Master Teacher of A Course in Miracles. My function as a teacher of God is to demonstrate to you the immediacy of the possibility of the entire conversion of the faculty of your mind in the reflection of light that you're receiving from me to the positive demonstration, and we're going to use the term from the constructor of this course, Jesus of Nazareth, of the revelation that occurred in your mind in the conversion of your body form, in the enlightenment of the idea that the emotional involvement we are sharing with each other is one of what we term unconditional love. Share this with me. The conversion that's going on at this moment with you in the time idea of your location, and this is going to be based on the teacher's manual, are nothing but my certainty that within the curriculum of your identity of yourself, you have decided that the faculty that you express in your idea practice of objective associations, say to me conflict, say conflict, of the conflict that we felt about ourselves in our own relationship with ourselves are actually not what we are and are. Yet somewhere within the faculty of the assumption of a duty of self-expression, which cannot not lead to the nature of the entirety of the conversion of your mind, we are beset with ideas that we are accomplishing. Did you see that? Could you see that? There. Good for you. It's sort of like it's almost like a private teaching initially, isn't it? Advanced teachers of God have discovered to the enjoyment of themselves that they're actually contained within their own illusion of the reflection of their light. The continuing demonstration of the necessity to feel moments of self-recognition in the particulars of the mind training that has advanced you to the idea of the teacher's manual are indications that you have made fundamental admissions that everything that you're seeing out in the world, in what we term space-time, thank you for that again, is exactly and precisely the opposite of the universal power of mind in the entirety association of what it has previously formulated in the idea that it's a body. It carries with it this fundamental idea of advanced teachers. As they appear out into the dark formulation of their mind, they have continuing experiences of alternatives that are going on in constant reference to what they believe they are in their own mind. You may term me an advanced teacher if you wish. Shall I tell you why, as a teacher of what we call the mind training, of course, in what we call the teacher's manual? You have begun to instruct on a continuing basis the necessity to see that all of the occurrences in space-time, from the beginning to the end of time, and extending forever in that procedure, are nothing but the totality of the self-containment within your own mind. Thank you for that moment of joy of self-recognition. We're glad that you joined us here. There are particular references within conceptual idea of alteration of time, in conceptual identity, that associate directly with solutions in time that are precisely and exactly the idea of the conflict, listen, that you believe is necessary within your own mind. Some of you perhaps have not actually seen and are not participating in the mind training that advances up and brings us up to the idea of the teachers of this manual of a course. But we're going to look today, as we have been looking, at what are the characteristics of the teacher so that we can formulate new ideas about what we are. Okay? Very quickly, I'm going to show you just one paragraph in the beginning of the mind training. It's an introduction to already how advanced you have become in the procedure of representing yourself as a definition of how you want to view what you appear to be in this body formulation. This now, directly from the Teacher for Manuals of the Course. Listen. The role of teaching and learning is actually reversed in thinking of the world. The reversal is characteristic. It seems as if the teacher and the learner are separated. The teacher giving something to the learner rather than to who? To himself. Further, the act of teaching is regarded as a special activity in which one engages only a relatively small proportion of one's time. Our Course in Miracles, on the other hand, emphasizes that to teach is to learn, so that teachers and learners are the same. It also emphasizes that teaching is a constant process. It goes on every moment of the day and continues into sleeping thoughts as well. Look, to teach is to demonstrate. There are only two thought systems, and you demonstrate that you believe one or the other is true all of the time. From your demonstration, others learn, and so do you. The question is not whether you will teach, for in that there isn't any choice. The purpose of the Course might be said to provide you with a means of choosing what you want to teach on the basis of what you want to learn. Look with me, you cannot give to someone else, but only to yourself. And this you learn through teaching. Listen, teaching is but a call to witness, to attest to what you believe. It is a method of conversion of your mind. This is not done by words alone. Look, any situation might be to you a chance to teach others what you are and what they are to you. No more than that, but also never less.